nice day. Today, I'm going to be playing Rainbow Cotton from Success. And the reason for that is that in my little game club on Discord, I picked Umihara Kawase to play this month. Now, I've already played that on stream a little bit. At the end of last year, I mostly played Umihara Kawase Shun. And to avoid treading over the same ground, all my streams this month will be related to Umihara Kawase, but not the games themselves. So, if you know anything about the series recently, the current publisher of, well, Fresh at least, is Success. And Success's most successful franchise is the Cotton series of shoot 'em ups. Okay, yeah, they're already getting into the script, so hold on a sec. I'll just hit escape to explain one little thing here. Where is it? Okay, I have it up here. I have the script for the game. This game was only released in Japan, but thanks to a person online called Savitar Svit, who posted a video of a playthrough of this game with all the dialogue subtitled into Russian. I contacted them and they've provided me with a dump of the Japanese script, which I then machine translated because I didn't want to take the time to go through it all and do it properly. So I will have some measure of translation of the game script, even though it's all in Japanese. So I have that up here on my phone, and I will just refer to opening cutscene. Okay, willows. This is a willow. This is what they look like. They're kind of sweet that Cotton is gaga over. Hi Gibbon. Gibbon's in the chat. Howdy. Okay. Limited numbers in all parallel worlds. It is a valuable and expensive food. Hope that makes sense. There are 7 types of this willow, and it is said that they have various effects. On the outskirts... yeah, they're going through that now. This is something that comes into Umihara Kawase Fresh because Cotton is in there as a guest character. On the outskirts of the fairyland Filament, it is considered to be the most valuable in Willow. There is Russia Castle, where the legendary Willow is enshrined. Around the Russia Castle, craftsmen who make Willow from the few layers of Willow in the fairy world gather. 4 cities are formed. Although these cities are famous as the origin of Willow in the name of making Willow, it has been protected by a magical barrier. However, because of something, the monster Tweed, I came to know the existence of this legendary Willow. Okay, so this is the monster Tweed, and somehow, yeah, there you go, there's the little introduction for Tweed. Willow is said to have the effect of increasing magical power. When it comes to legends, you can expect even more effects beyond your imagination. With that in mind, Tweed wants to get the legendary Willow. He broke the barrier and occupied the city. By the way, what will happen? Okay, so I don't really have time to make that sound more natural as I read it, so hopefully that you can make some sort of sense out of that. Basically, there's willows, they're super magical, they're in this land, and the bad guy wants the willows. We haven't introduced Cotton yet, but I guess she'll get into it. So, this is a shoot 'em up game. Some games in this series are horizontally scrolling. I've played before on stream, actually, Panorama Cotton on the Mega Drive, which was a sort of Space Harrier type game, if you compare it to other things on that system. Sort of rail shooter style going into the screen. This is a follow-up to that genre on the Dreamcast, and Rainbow Cotton, I gotta tell you, pretty hard to search for on the internet because you get a lot of results for actual materials that have been colored. Alright, so we've got easy, normal, hard, and very hard. I think I'll stick with normal because I do have some experience with this genre, having grown up heavily playing Lilac Wars. That's the second Star Fox game that was officially released on the Nintendo 64. Yep, that's fine. Visual on. Do you like visuals or do you prefer not to have them? Oh, okay, that actually means visual scene, so that's going to turn cutscenes on and off. We'll leave them on because we want to see the story, and I've gone to the trouble of machine translating it all. Yeah, sound effects and stuff, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, pretty good option screen. Of course, it has to check your memory card. What else do we have here? Game start an option, so we might as well start game. Okay. Second animated scene. Something... Yeah, so this is the Filament Castle country. So this, she's saying Velvet, Velvet. This is the Princess Velvet, I guess. Saying, oh, nice tea, you know. The Queen Velvet, oh no, it's terrible. Russia Castle is being attacked by monsters. Well, that's too bad, she says. Yellow Fairy, underwhelmed by this reaction. Okay, let's get everyone together right away. Okay. So in this land, there are these fairies. Cotton has a fairy friend, Silk. We'll meet her later. Okay. So yeah, nice little animated cutscenes here. Cartoon style. Everyone, things are hard right now. Russia Castle has been attacked by monsters and occupied. I'm worried about the 4 towns around Russia Castle, which mostly cover the production of willows. Oh, I couldn't quite read that. If 4 cities were occupied as they were, and even that legendary willow fell into the hand of demons, the world is once again wrapped in darkness. If that happens, I guess. Yeah. It will be all you can eat. Okay, so the monsters are going to eat everyone, I guess. So, what should I do? It's a very indecisive queen. Oh, that's Silk. Onea-chan, so this is like an older sister figure for this other fairy, saying, what are we going to do? Silk says, I'm not the person to talk to about that. That's right, we should ask Cotton. Why don't you know such a famous tourist spot? I don't get that. If you let Cotton go to that place... Okay, and here she is. Introduction. So the fairy Silk often motivates Cotton to help out in whatever situation by telling her that she can get some willows out of it because she is loopy for those willows. And Cotton very pleased in that hypothetical fantasy sequence with all the willows that she has. And this is considered undesirable for the fairies, but on the other hand, it is better than being annihilated by monsters. Yes, you're right. Cotton, where are you? Do not know. Oh, that's right. I think they're going to lure her with food, is what she's saying. So they don't know where she is, but they're going to tempt her to come out by laying a trap here. Done. Such a classic bucket and stick trap. So they've made a fake willow out of wood and and just put a bin over it. That's good. That's real good. Okay. Oh, what's this? I think it might have worked. Given us, isn't there a remake of this coming out soon? Oh, I'm not up on the news. There might be. That would be good news if true. They could maybe tweak some of the things that I've read are possibly, yeah, problems with the design, but we'll get to that. So they have successfully captured Cotton inside this bin. However, her tremendous magical powers have destroyed her prison and also the fake willow. And so she is mad. No. What have you done? Sorry, I did it for a good reason. It better be a real good reason. I am doing some more natural translation now, so have a bit more time. Okay, we've pulled a pamphlet out. Oops, I've lost my place. The annual Willow Festival is being held in the city of origin of Willow. You can eat various willows for free. And she goes, oh really? So then why did you try and deceive me with that fake wood willow? No, that's not the case. There is a big and puni, I don't know what that means, maybe like squishy or something, willow that is said to be the legendary willow in Russia Castle. Oh, it does say here, puni means soft. The legendary willow, and the other fairy is going, you can't give her the legendary willow. And Silk says, shush, I have no choice. We managed to do this under the Queen's nose. But if Cotton does defeat the monster even if we get caught having promised this thing, then I guess the gratefulness of the queen will cause her to overlook this discretion. Yes, that is how I interpret that text. So that's how that scene went. Oh, okay, there's more. Great. Is this the legendary Willow City? The legendary Willow is big and soft. But there's no one around, says a fairy. Where is the legendary Willow? Says Cotton. In the castle here. Wait, if you go to Russia Castle now, you can't get rid of the monsters in the city. Hey, Cotton, I'm having a Willow festival in this castle and 4 cities right now. Each town has a famous Willow. Oh, various special local Willows? Great. So the story of Cotton is Silk constantly dissembling and fabricating things, and Cotton being easily led and gullible, and yet having tremendous magical power that enables her to save the day. Okay, so Gibbon is filling me in here. Fantastic Night Dreams Cotton Reboot. Physical edition pre-orders up on Strictly Limited Games. That sounds like it's a remake of the first game, Gibbon, which was a side-scrolling shooter for arcade and had a few home ports, I think. Being put out by Inin and Success, same people who did Umihara Kawase Bazooka, which also has Cotton as a guest star, as well as her rival character, who I don't think is in this game. And they're also behind the upcoming Asha in Monster World, so some modern-day remakes of classic Japanese games. Excellent stuff. Right, so let me... there was a button... Oh, is this it? System? No. Library, video, input. Nope. I don't want to reload. There's a save state function. I'm just trying to remember how it works. Nope. Hold on. If I do this... Dang it, I knew that would happen. Okay, that's all right. We can skip through those cutscenes again. There's a way. I had it before. Sorry about this. Dang it. That's quite unfortunate. What is it again? I'm sorry. I'm a little bit discombobulated because there's what I'm using to play this Dreamcast game is Redream, an older port of it. So this is a Dreamcast emulator. It has a current version that's more up to date, but playing this game in the current version has a lot of screen flicker. So I had to actually revert to an older release, and now I don't know how to get to the save state menu. So I'm just gonna like do a quick search. Oh boy. Redream save state function. Yeah, Gibbon saying he didn't realize this is the 3D one. Yeah, there's about 4 or 5 games in the series. Redream, save state support, closed source, blah 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 blah. I think this is a fork. Quick start. We cannot find quick start. Great. Wonderful. Also, I don't know if this has VMU support. Oh my gosh. The menus up here are not useful because this is sort of running through terminal. I wonder if there's a manual. Oh my gosh. Let me just boot this up. Maybe it'll refresh my memory. It's got the proper icon in the new version. Oh, I see. Okay, so the new version has this fancier menu with a now playing thing that includes the save states. I wonder if I can show you. Yeah, you can already see it's flickering, so it's no good. It won't work. So I will have to play through this without save states. No safety net. I'm not accustomed to this, but in that case, I think I might bump it down to easy just so we can get through it. And we're already 15 minutes into this stream without even seeing any gameplay, so let's go. We can skip the animated cutscenes, I believe. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Great, we're right into it. Now, there's a bit of a control quirk that I want to try and work out first of all. Analog. Okay, I don't know, maybe it doesn't support digital. I was checking the manual for this game, which is helpfully uploaded on Sega Retro, an excellent resource for any game that was released on any Sega console, basically. And it had this sort of interesting seeming control thing to it where the analog stick... Hang on, I wrote this down, which is in my other document. Hold on a second. I didn't realize there was actually a running commentary during gameplay. That's interesting. Yeah, the analog stick moves cotton and the D-pad moves the cursor, is what it says in the manual, but I don't really understand that. Apparently there's no D-pad support here, it's not doing anything. So whatever. The analog cursor on my DualShock here, which I'm using, seems to be working fine just to move us around and aim. Seems fine. Although I'm already noticing one of the big criticisms that I've read of this game, which is that Cotton's model on screen is quite big and takes up a lot of visual space. So yeah, we have this normal shot. Oh, I can hold it down, great. I don't have to rapid fire. That's going to save my thumb some work. But we also have the B button, which does a magic, and Silk's just shot out. Oh, is that what it does? Hang on, what have I mapped to be? This one? Okay, that's it. So it's a larger attack that will clear out a bunch of enemies probably, and that uses one of our charges, which is stored in the top right corner. The next one coming up is lightning, so there's different elemental attacks that we can do. And how do I get more? Stars don't do it, gems don't do it. I don't know what's going on in this game. Maybe I should have examined the manual better, but it is all in Japanese, as I said, so that would have taken a while probably. Right, so we're getting pickups from those yellow pots, and yeah, we've got these waves of enemies, but as you can see there, I actually got hit by something that I couldn't see the whole time it was on screen because Cotton's own model obscured things that were happening and obscured the projectile that was actually coming towards me, which is kind of a bit of a design oversight if you ask me. Oh, okay. We've actually swung upwards here. Yeah, Gibbon says that if he were designing this game, he would have made her translucent or something. Yeah, like Super Punch-Out style. Okay, so here we got a train much like the Macbeth level in Lilac Wars. One of my favorites. But of course we're flying here. I'm probably going to talk about Lilac Wars a fair bit because that's my main exposure to the genre and it's my favorite of the ones that I've played. Although I just played Panzer Dragoon Orta for the first time last year and had a great time with that. It looks like my main shot has changed color. I guess I upgraded it at some point. Maybe that's what the gems do or something. But yeah, we're taking out sections of this train bit by bit. I believe easy mode has caused me to take less damage because from the brief testing I did before, I think I took more damage from a hit. But that's all fine with me. If we don't die at all, I don't mind. Oh wow, cool. Yeah, the train's opening up. Lots of stuff is happening. This is really cool. Quite a dynamic situation here. As we flew through the town as well, there was a lot of dynamic camera angles and stuff, which was pretty interesting. Another criticism I read, which I am now currently experiencing, is the analog stick recentering function. So if I move to the left, say, and then let go, it quickly, very quickly, returns the cursor to the center and Cotton herself not long after. And this is kind of troublesome to try and get precision. Maybe my sensitivity is too high as well, that might be a problem, but I don't know how to change that, so we'll just keep going, I guess. Yeah, so I'm taking lots of hits, but that's fine. We're not dying very quickly thanks to easy mode, and I'm grateful for that. Because I just want to have a fun, little, easy, casual time here. I'm not looking to challenge myself too harshly. So yeah, the visibility thing's an issue, the control recentering is an issue, but apart from that, it's very cute. And there's a lot going on, as I said, which keeps you very engaged. Oh, see, now we're done with the train. We're flying over here. Now, it looks like there's a fairy trapped inside a cage on top of this pot, so let's try and take it out. Okay, I've destroyed... I don't know what happened to the fairy. Oh, I now have two fairies following me, I guess, because I saved that one. Silk and another friend, but I think they're gone now. Maybe they take a hit for you or something. Oh no, she's back. I don't know. Things are getting hairy. I'm going to just quickly do a spell. Well, that wasn't as useful. It took a little bit of wind up to get going, and then all the enemies just left, so that's alright. So yeah, we're going to save those spells for when we really need them, I guess. I still am not quite sure how you get more. But yeah, having to rescue fairies that then accompany you, that's a really cool little mechanic, isn't it? Alright, next scene. Oh, gotta scroll. Hold on a sec. Who is this? Oh, so Savitar Svit told me that one of the scenes was missing. This might be it. Because I don't see anything that's directly relating to this. Yeah, they're talking about a stamp rally. I don't know. I guess that boss intro cutscene was not included. That's fine. Okay, so luckily this boss has sort of a tell when it's about to fire off at me, so that does help with the visibility thing, because its model is quite big. Are you annoyed by Cotton's vocalizations yet? Whenever she gets hit, she goes, "Go get there," something like that. Oops. Maybe I should be more careful. Oh no, fire! See, I'm pretty impressed by the graphics, actually. I'm not too familiar with the Dreamcast, but this is nice. Dreamcast was sort of like halfway between two generations that I understand, because it was around contemporary with the 64, but it had specs a bit higher, more like a next-gen system. Oops. And it had ports to both those generations from games that appeared there. I'm thinking of like Rayman 2, which was on 64 and Dreamcast, as well as Echo, the Dolphin Defender of the Future, which got a PS2 port, which was, although a couple of years later. Right, tea time. I remember this from Panorama Cotton. Once you win, the other thing that Cotton likes, apart from Willow's, is tea, and you get a bunch of flying tea cups that you collect. I believe there was a limited edition of Panorama Cotton that came with a collectible teacup, and that version makes the game extremely expensive. Yeah, Gibbon commenting on the control weirdness. That seems kind of bad, he says. Okay, I think this scene is translated. Did we just destroy a willow? Or there wasn't one there or something? Alright, let's go to another city. And another fairy has come up. Thank you for helping the city. I was in trouble because I was late to escape. I can't give you anything to thank you, but I'll give you this stamp rally card. I wonder if Silk prearranged this. This all seems very convenient. You can enter Russia Castle by collecting all the stamps at the 4 towns surrounding Russia Castle. Some lovely expressions in these cutscenes. So yeah, we did see that stamp appearing on our map screen after the boss fight. Oh wow, look at this. This is very pretty. Oh, you know what I was going to do but completely forgot was actually go back and look at footage of Panorama Cotton and see if I could remember it or compare it to things happening here, but oh, I was such a dummy. Oh well. Mola molas! My spouse's favorite fish. We saw one in Osaka Aquarium. You see them a lot in Japanese games, actually. There's even a shooter that's kind of based around them as the central concept. Now I noticed that I came into this level with the same amount of health as I ended the last one on, so it seems like I need to be careful not to die. There are health pickups every now and then, so we'll look out for those, but I might be in trouble here if I am not careful. I'm really disappointed that I don't have save states in this. There is so much speech going on right now. It's a bit overwhelming, actually. Oh yeah, if I shoot the yellow pot, I get a heart, right? That happened last time. Oh well, I missed the chance. Maybe these boxes? See a lot of stars. Oh well. I'll keep trying. I think I've earned a new life, because there's a 3 there. Okay, there's a health. I was filling up that kind of pie chart bar thing around the number on the top left, and it's gone up from 2 to 3. So I don't know how I filled it up exactly, but I think I've gained another life, maybe. I think the stars just increase your score. But as we see at the bottom, we do have 5 credits. It's odd that it's showing you that. I wonder if this was planned to be released in the arcade. As far as I know, it's a Dreamcast exclusive, but it does seem like an arcade game. Maybe there's a bit too much animated cutscenes for an arcade experience. They probably would have not had as much in the arcade. Right, let's get this. Ah, a spell! I felt overwhelmed. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. I've met another fairy, and we have 4 now, I think, flying around us. With a lot of jingly jangly sounds happening. Oh yeah, let's just destroy this place's livelihood by blowing up the windmill fan blades. Okay. It is just constant commentary. It's really interesting how they're doing that. I wish I could understand it. So now we have big pig-shaped airships. Whoops. And pig missiles too. My main shot has upgraded further. Maybe that's what the number is up there. Not sure. But they do look different, my shots now. Gibbon's talking in chat, if I could look away for a second to see it. The Dreamcast was comparable to, but a bit weaker than the PS2, but was objectively a better system due to everything else it could do, and the market was wrong and did Sega dirty, and I'm still salty about it. Lol. I could definitely see that, yeah. Yeah, Dreamcast had an unfortunate end, but while it was out, it had a lot of interesting, cool games on it. Not least of which was Jet Set Radio and okay, the Dolphin Defender of the Future. Okay, so shooting that gem, much like in something like Twin Bee, or again, I don't remember if earlier Cotton Games had this mechanic, but yeah, shooting the gem changed its color, and that changed what spell I gained from it. So I've gotten a charge of a red spell thanks to that gem, and I've just got another one. Oh well, that's fine. Ah, and I did it again. Full. Okay, let's try and grab the yellow this time. By not shooting at all. Cool. Now if I can get a bit of health, that would be nice. I'm now at 5 on the upper left, and my shot has gone to yellow, so I'm pretty convinced now that that number up there is the power of my main shot. And perhaps if I die, that'll just take one of my credits straight away. I thought there would be lives and continues, but it might just be 5 continues and like no life concept at all. Gibbon goes on to say, it's depressing how often that happens in the console market. WonderSwan was objectively better than the Game Boy. Objectively the better handheld, but got completely shut out by the Game Boy Advance, which had 0 of the extra features, but better graphics. Oh boy. Whoops. Wow, things are getting frantic, and there's no way I could have hit all these things, but yeah. With just the single rapid-fire main shot. There's not as much strategy as something like Panzer Dragoon or the later Star Fox games with the charge shots. But I do have my bomb spells to use. I don't get many of them though. Why don't we use one now? Okay. So that green one, was it? Is the drop falling stars? Again, I've used it too late and it wasn't that effective. Gibbon says, not that the PS2 and GBA aren't amazing systems, but I'm sad they basically killed the Dreamcast and WonderSwan. Yes, indeed, indeed. Sad for all the dead consoles that got out competed in the market. Moment of silence. Okay, so here's my translation of the next scene. Oh, there's a lot of willows in that place. Chicken sound. What? What is that? Ah. Atai no willow. Atai no willow. I won't forgive you. What is Atai? So the boss has eaten or otherwise incapacitated the willows that Cotton is so keen on right now. So she's mad. Oops. Oh, this is pretty Lila Wars, isn't it? I'm thinking the boss of area 6, is it? Sort of that disc with the giant tentacle arms. Sort of behaved a bit like that. I'm gonna wonder how influential that was. Because it's my favorite, but I don't know. The charge shot thing, Panzer Dragoon on Saturn did that earlier than Lila Wars did. So it wasn't innovating there, per se. Ooh. I gotta watch out, my health is quite low. These constant voice lines are just something else, aren't they? Oops! Oh no! Okay. So, I've been taken out. What's happening now? Continue. Yes, I will, please. Oh, it puts us right back at the start of the boss fight. And we're at 6 damage number for the shot, I guess. I think it's reset my progress on that level. Maybe harder difficulties will reset more of your power. But I've also got full health back. I don't know what it's done to my number of fairies exactly. Maybe there is a homing shot mechanic of some kind, because the fairies do seem to shoot out for me at certain points and attack enemies, but I don't know what decides whether that happens. Oh, I've just remembered that there's another control function that I can do from the manual. A is shot, B is magic, but if I press A and B together, it does something that I don't know. So I'm going to do that in a second, next time a line of enemies appears. Now. Was that just a spell? Hang on, let me try it again. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think that did anything. That's just what the spell looks like, right? Oops, I've done it again. I was just experimenting. I guess... I don't know. Alright, well, I've wasted all my bombs. So yeah, the bosses have a few different attacks that they do, which is cool. There we go. Nice explosion. Tea time! Now I've heard that you get an extra special big bonus if you actually avoid all the teacups. Although that might just be in Panorama, but I'll test it right now. Nice music. Nice little tune. No gets, no gets. Secret bonus. Yes, I did get a secret bonus for that, I think. Cool. Oh yeah, my score got reset from dying. Not that I mind about that. Oh, the pseudo-official English romanization there says Lasha Castle. I've been saying Russia. So there we go, there's a new stamp. Yay. Let's go to the next town. Do you think Cotton is cottoning on to what's happening? Oh, it's so cute having all the little fairies accompanying me. Oh, we're underwater now. Okay, that's cool. Another thing that Lilac Wars also did. But it did chuck you into a submarine. Come on, let's free this new fairy. Yes, we've done it. Don't know what that does. But yeah, I think it's got something to do with them attacking things. Maybe if you aim at something long enough. How do you like clams with arms, people? Come to think of it, Lilac Wars did have people talking to you during a level, coming up on the little communicator at the bottom. But this is a little bit different. It seems to have basically the fairies chatting to you constantly. Presumably they're commenting on things that are happening. Who knows? It's almost like there's a radio drama happening at the same time as I'm playing the game. Oh, taking that hit actually knocked me down because I'd just gotten to 7. Yeah, so I think taking damage reduces your power level as well, possibly. But we can see a nice flashy big shot now that I'm at 7. Grab that green, good. Getting a few more spells built up now. Oh, I just picked one up, I swear, but I didn't add to my charges, whatever. Who knows what's going on. But yeah, nice variety of settings here. Oh boy. Oh, this is rough. Quick, do a shot. Yeah, I didn't hit any of those turrets, but I took out a few pillars. Nice. Ow. I think I need to move around a bit more. I'm now remembering in Lilac Wars how in Aquas, in the Blue Marine, you could shoot down like some environmental structures and they would fall over just like that. Yeah, I do wonder how much of an influence it is. Ooh. Nice jazzy soundtrack here. How much freedom do I have to move around here? Nah, that was the camera moving mostly. The game screen moving itself and moving me with it. Ah! See, it's so hard to specifically aim at something and dodge when there's such a heavy recentering mechanic. Oh, is that how that works? So I've just been holding down the button for rapid fire almost the whole time, but I just wanted to try something. I let go and the fairies seemed to fly off at that point. But now not, because there's no enemies? No, I don't know. I'm trying to work out how this game works. They spin around you as you shoot. I don't know. Oops. Yikes. This thing's tough. What is it exactly? A walking eyeball with giant feelers, antennae. Ah, they're homing. Okay. Is this working? Pew, pew. Oh my gosh. Heavy damage. I gotta watch out. Let's use a spell. Wait, didn't I have more spells than that? Whoa! Guess my spell worked. Awesome, it got shot way into the background. The draw distance here is amazing, by the way. That's something it definitely has over Lilac Wars. You don't always notice it when you're playing that, but if you try and play the remake on 3DS, suddenly you're like, whoa, there's an immense amount of pop-in this game. need some health. And I'm out of spells. Shoot the pot, shoot the pot. Yes, healths. Thank you. More, please. Oh, I missed it. Dang. Hopefully we can get by with that. Yeah. I wish I could barrel roll. I can't. Controls are fairly simple here. Oops. No! More! No, give me health. Ah. Oh boy, okay. Oh. Yahoo! Willows are funny because they're so soft. Oops! Looks like the boss squished the willows. There's notes from the translator here. There are mixed dialects that are hard to hear. I just wrote what I heard. Oh, what are you doing? Oh no, it got crushed. Okay. Like, I know I crushed it. Now I'll burn it. What are you doing? And Cotton was mad at him. Okay. Yeah, the boss does have a funny way of speaking, actually. Oh, that weird segmented, like, body section thing. That's interesting. Kind of reminds me of a fish ornament that I have. I think it came from my grandmother. I was just visiting her last weekend. It was her birthday. And, oh, when we went to her house, she kept trying to, like, pawn off her many ornaments on us. I'm like, here, take some. Okay, so we've changed perspective, much like Panzer Dragoon, and quickly been hit. So I can't shoot in this scenario, I just have to avoid... Whoa! Okay. Interesting. What? I'm getting flashbacks to, of all things, Shamu's Deep Sea Adventures on the PS2. Okay, cool. Yeah. Whoa! Okay. Shoot some of the fish, but just avoid others, I guess. Oh boy. Whoa! Oh, I took another hit, can't afford that. What's his bomb? I think that was a really bad time to do that. Just when the scrolling stopped. Got another boss that's responding a lot vocally. Oh no! Even on easy, I'm doing quite badly. And we gotta start this boss over again. Oh, it's reset me to 3 fire bombs. Interesting. Make sure to use them this time. Maybe a bit later on when the number of fish spawn become more overwhelming. At the moment we just have to kind of fight the controls to precisely aim at the boss while it's decently far in the background there. Okay, here we go again. Yeah. Ah. I wonder if the... Oh, come on. I wonder if the big lump on the fish's head is supposed to resemble a pompadour, which is the typical thing you see in stylized Japanese stuff to represent like a punk character. For some reason his voice kind of seems like it might be falling on that kind of archetype. But I'm no expert. So I think, have I damaged one of the armor sections, or did it always look like that? Oh. Ow. Whoa, what was that? I think I just did the super bomb. A and B together. I'm holding A and press B. I think that had a different effect to just using a bomb. So my mistake last time maybe was trying to press both at once. What is this now? Got a kind of bullet hell thing happening here. Oh, okay, so I used the normal bomb just to try and stop that attack. And the boss is now a dark red, which is good. Oh boy. Okay, I've just done the super bomb thing again. It looks like it makes the fairies catch on fire because I had a firebomb, and they flew out to attack those fish. Didn't help too much against the boss though, unfortunately. Nah. No, no! Two credits left. Stage 3 of 5. Osashimi. Oh yeah, I should shoot. That's what I should do. When I hit the boss, I think he's saying, "Eat that!" Like, that hurts. And yeah, look at the armor sections all along its body. They're all intact now. So I guess the key is to try and focus on as much as you can. It's really difficult to be precise, but you got to take out the armor segments and then expose the fleshy underbelly and hit that for damage. Okay, looks like I've figured out how to dodge these attacks. Yeah, this kind of shoot 'em up where you have a 3D world with, like, shooting into the screen. That's my favorite kind of shooter, but it's probably the least common, at least in the retro sphere. And in even a lot of modern games that are calling back to that retro style where everything is 2D and scrolling. I have developed some appreciation for those recently, as we've seen on stream, thanks to Compile's software library, which I've been enjoying. There we go, broken an arm a bit. Try and aim at the neck. Ow! Oh, okay. So when I respawned, it actually gave me a random assortment of bombs. I'm going to use one now. Oh, it didn't work. I hit the wrong button, that's why. So hopefully my stars can do some damage while I try and avoid these sparking things. Oh boy. Okay, so there's like a ring of them, but then a central one that follows you. Oh, that's really tricky to avoid. But we should be approaching the end now, hopefully. There's another bomb. Not that effective, to be honest. I expected to get rid of more of those spawn. Aim, dang it, aim. Let's see what our special bomb does in this scenario. I don't know. Oh, is that it? Finally. Oh, that's a relief. Tea time. Try and get the red ones. Oops. What pop song is that reminding me of that song? Alright, so we should have another animated scene now. Oh. I wonder if I can post this script online somewhere. I'll put it on Google Drive or something. Oh, I want to eat some willows soon. When this happens, I'll eat the legendary willow, even if I destroy the castle. Ah, wait, Cotton. Isn't there one more place we need to go? Besides, you can eat at the next town, right? So yeah, the script is pretty simple. You can probably understand the gist of it even without having the script in front of you. Cotton wants willows, Silk wants her to not ruin everything. Gotta figure out what Atai means, because they said that a couple of times. Alright, soon we'll get back up to 3. Oh, Magu's Village, written in possibly Comic Sans in English. I guess these little guys are Magus. Can I destroy those? Seems mean to go into their village and just destroy everybody. Uncalled for, perhaps. I guess these are the monsters, though, that attack the kingdom, maybe? I don't know. When everything's cute, it's harder to tell what is, like, supposed to be the evil, violent, bad guys, right? In a cutesy world. Alright, Jar, time to cough up a heart for me, please. Thank you. How about another? I don't need it. I'll take it anyway. Oh! Oh, that's dangerous. Whoa, I have a flashing 8 in my power bar now. Awesome. I guess that means I've gotten to the maximum value. And true to the name of the game, my shot appears to contain little rainbows in it now. Very nice. And here we have the ice skating chickens, a staple of any good video game. Oh boy. I think there's a way to avoid those shots by flying through the metal, but it's tricky. And yeah, lots of nice ice stuff going on in this level. More dynamic camera angles and things. Bit of flickering there, that might be an emulator error. Not the whole screen flicker that I get in the latest version of Redream, fortunately. Really annoyed that happened, especially because it locked me out of save states. Oh well. Oh yeah, and also, unlike Star Fox, if I bump into scenery, I don't take damage, but it just knocks me over around the screen a bit. So it might make it harder to avoid some enemy shots, but I don't think it causes direct damage. Also, I think you can avoid those things exploding into rings of shots if you don't shoot them, but these ones are in the way, so we'll take some of them out. Yes. Might be good to have a bomb or two. Oh, good, just got one, that's alright. Okay, mini boss time? What's this? Whoa. An ice maker? Some cheery sounding music in the background. Are those sprites that are just scaling at me? Don't even look like polygons. Whoop! Oh no. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be aiming at, just keep shooting stuff, I guess. No. Oh. Luckily it's not doing too much damage. Oh boy. In fact, yeah, it's barely doing anything. What's going on? Oh. Maybe I have sort of a shield against damage as long as I have a power 8 shot, because it's just gone down to 7 after being hit a few times. But then that happened anyway, didn't it? How do I get it back? Oh my gosh, just bomb. Don't know what I'm supposed to be aiming at. Maybe the main part? Ugh. Cotton has a bit of lag to her as you move around, so that makes it tricky to avoid things sometimes. Also my poor reaction times. Oof. I think I destroyed the main bit. There's just one little thing left. Spitting claws at me. Oh, yeah. They have a tracking effect that makes them really tough to dodge. Come on. Oh, finally. Entertaining either way, says Gibbon. I think that must have been in reference to the translation of the script, possibly. I don't know. Can't always check the chat in a timely manner. I'm sorry. I got it off to the side on my other device. I haven't got the on-screen chat this time because I was worried about the Dreamcast emulator overtaxing my machine. Alright. So we've left the frozen tundra. And we're now in a very spring-like meadow. Perhaps summer. Oh, bit of pop in on the trees in the background there. That's alright. Now let's try and get that 8 shot back, shall we? It seems like it builds up from destroying enemies. Luckily they've thrown a lot of them at us in a row to build up our meter. No, no! I wasn't dodging enough. Let's try and get a health. Come on. Pot, help me out. I know it was a spell pot. Maybe I did take damage from that collision with the terrain back there. What was I saying before? Forget about it. I wonder if I can earn more continues somehow. Either by pickups or by score. Unfortunately my score has taken a hit each time I've died. Oh, how beautiful. Very nice. Ah! Health, please. Oh, I got one. More? I should stop flying directly into pillars, eh? Okay, new scene. Here, I'll give you this tasty willow. What are you doing with that Atai willow? I still need to figure that out. Huh? Who are you? That willow belongs to me. Give it back. You something like this you only eat, right? Well, I'll give you the last one. Oh no. Teasing. I'll give you more delicious food this time. Forgive me for being unpleasant today, right? What are you doing? Okay, next boss. An evil fairy. Well, maybe not evil. Sometimes it seems like Cotton is the evil one in these situations. Or if not evil, at least very self-serving and... Ah! Whoa, what? Uncaring. Selfish. Amoral. This is how I describe Cotton. Okay, so we can destroy flowers on the ground and that'll stop them shooting at us. But I think our real aim is to hit the fairy and take her out. Whoa! Did not see that coming. Oh my gosh. I'm taking all these direct hits. This is not good. Thing is, you need to balance out flying around to dodge attacks and aiming to hit the boss. It's the typical problem in these games. Or challenge, I should say. Is that effective? I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. So she does telegraph that, I just need to focus. Oh, was that it? Oh, good. Thank goodness. That was rough, but at least shorter than the fish boss. Cool. Celebrate. No, that's not it. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. What's that? What is that song? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, okay. I think unused magic gets converted to points at the end of a round. Delgumon. Given says, you're playing the game, it's fine. Don't worry too much about chat. Okay, so here we go, we did it, we got all the stamps. And here we are at Lusha Castle. Cotton, there's a place to put your card over there. It's being accepted. Okay, so she's saying, I didn't need to collect all these stamps. I could have just broken down this door from the beginning and I could get in straight away. Oh, Atai. I think Atai means like me. It's a way of her referring to herself, maybe. So she's saying, I'll read from the script. You've deceived Atai, right? The fairy says, no, I was really taking on a food tour, but also if you don't enter Lusha Castle early, the legendary willow will be eaten by monsters. And Cotton responds, the legendary willow will not be given to anyone. Just gonna quickly look up Atai. Yeah, it's a way of saying me. It's sort of a shortened version of Atashi or Watashi. Okay, that explains that. People have a lot of odd personal pronouns in Japan, or there's a lot of variations of them that you can use. Okay, so we're approaching the end. I don't know if this is the last stage or the penultimate one, but everything's cute as before. I'm seeing a lot of the same enemies again. But the backgrounds are sort of new and very pastel and colourful, which is pleasant. And you know, for the most part, the gameplay outside of the bosses is not too challenging on easy mode, thank Lord. Oh, missed that bomb. So yeah, it's quite a pleasant game. I wish they would remake it, as Given alluded to earlier, and fix up those control quirks, maybe make Cotton a little smaller or transparent or something. But yeah, they're not doing that. I think we established that the remake is of an earlier game in the series. That's what I assume from the name of it. But there's plenty of games. Oops, oh boy. Come on. Health, wonderful. Alright, so let's recharge just a bit. Should get us through this stage. What's that? Merry Mockin? What? Oh, okay, so it's merry-go-round, and the horses are flying off in odd directions, and I'm shooting them down. Gambatte is given, thank you. What am I doing here? How many horses are there? There's an endless supply, seemingly. Okay, they're done. Now I'm spinning around it. What? Whoa, okay, cool. Moving on then. Oh, this game is so cute and nice. I gotta say, I was reading the reviews of the Cotton series on Hardcore Gaming 101, I so often do. Again, excellent site, resource for a lot of game stuff, old and new. And yeah, the conclusion that they draw is that Rainbow Cotton here is a sort of pale competitor to Panorama Cotton, the earlier game on the Mega Drive. But from my memories of that, at least this has, you know, quite smooth gameplay and scrolling and stuff. Whenever they tried to do 3D games like that on the old hardware that was really just sprite based, it's always a compromise, and it's not ideal, you know. So even if maybe the gameplay there was tighter and you know, objectively better, I'm really enjoying the charm of this one, and the way it looks and feels and plays, I think, is quite decent. Oh my gosh, sorry. Things suddenly heated up quite a bit. Let's clear this out a bit. This kind of reminds me of Panzer Dragoon, the first one. The opening stage is you flying through ruins above a lake. A little bit like this, although this is not ruins clearly, but it's a bit similar. Now there's a game that got a recent remake. Oh boy. Oh! Alright, full complement of bombs. Mostly green, but that's alright. Got a red one. Oh, it didn't do anything because I have a full list. Aha, now here we go. Everything's cute so far, but things will get threatening at one point. That's what these games often do. It is a quite cutesy looking death though. Or Grim Reaper type character here. As skeletons go, it's among the cuter of the skeletons that I've seen. Ah! Bomb. Oh, that was good. Oh no! How far back is that gonna send me? I died. Oh, back here. Oh. She not allowed the mouse. Oh, okay. One thing that Midna likes to do, we have a little mouse toy for her, which the vet gave us. And it's upholstered in real rabbit fur, or rabbit pelt, or whatever. Wait, I've got the same bombs that I did before. I don't know, maybe if you die with none, it gives you more. I'm not sure. Anyway, she really likes this mouse and chasing it around and biting it and stuff. But as she bats it around the floor, something that inevitably happens is it gets knocked under the fridge, which has the perfect size gap at the bottom for a mouse toy to slot right underneath. And she really likes putting her toys under things and then pulling them out. But often when she slides the mouse on the kitchen tiles right under the fridge, she can't get it out, which means that suddenly Muggin's here. It's our job to go and get it out for her. And then before too long, she's playing with it again and knocks it right back under. It always happens. Okay, more horses to destroy. Let me see if I've got any notes to read out about this. Rainbow cotton. Okay, well, I did have a few notes about Success. So, Success is the company that created the Cotton series. Like I said before, it's their biggest claim to fame. More recently, they've published some other things, including being involved in publishing recent Umihara Kawase games and being involved there, which has led to some crossovers. Of course, Cotton appeared as a playable character and as a guest in Umihara Kawase Fresh, the last main title, which is quite recent. And following that was Umihara Kawase Bazooka, a sort of multiplayer focused spin-off of that, where she and there's like two alternate costumes of Cotton and Cotton's rival character, who I can see now is not in this game, but is from I think the second or third game. Another witch is in Bazooka as well as I guess like the third main franchise in Bazooka, strangely, is Doki Doki Poyachio, which only has one installment. It's a PlayStation sort of life sim farming game kind of thing. Not farming, but I don't know. Life sim, I guess, is a good way to describe it. I think it has some dating elements because there's a sort of, you play as this guy and there's several members of a female cast who you can go into a relationship with, I think. But yeah, it's a kind of, it seems like a low profile thing to form the third pillar of your crossover in Bazooka. But yeah, there's a bunch of other guest characters too, including Rax Brains, Sonic Cat from, what was it called? Wrestle Angels Survivor? That was a PS2 wrestling game that I think got revived more recently. There's a character from a visual novel, there's a character from a farming sim game, like the Japanese Farmville, basically. Who else is in it? There's like 6 Umihara Kawase characters, clearly. Okay. Whew. I just gotta catch my breath here. Oh yeah, Gibbon says Doki Doki Piachio is described as an Animal Crossing competitor. There are some dating elements. It's like Harvest Moon without the farming. Yeah. Oh yeah, some other franchises that are under the Success umbrella that I've written here include Touch Detective, which had its own big spin-off of the kind of mushroom character. I'm not sure what it's called in Japan, but they call it fungi in English. But that mushroom character from Touch Detective, when I went to Japan several years ago, that character was everywhere. There were entire pop-up shops just dedicated to merchandise that was variations of this one ugly mushroom character. It was so bizarre to me. Really strange. But yeah, that was I guess a pretty big deal for them, that whole franchise. Alright, so we've destroyed an arm of this character now. Oh! Things are getting rough, so I'm gonna do a bomb or two. Try and get through this before I die again. Because it's devastating to have to replay an entire stage. Okay, so... Did that? Yeah, okay. Oh no! I think I beat the boss and it killed me at the same time. That's quite unfortunate. And we're continuing to scroll in the game over screen. Alright, let's do it again. No credits left, so I better get it right this time. That is quite annoying. I'll be pretty mad if I can't beat this game even on easy mode. Ugh, well, here we are. What else did success do? I've written down that when perusing their catalog, I noticed several games they had on the DS that looked really interesting. So that seemed to be an experimental period of their history that resulted in some cool looking things. But the other thing that they're the stewards of right now is Metal Saga, I think. Or even responsible for the whole thing, I'm not sure. But Metal Saga does have a guest character in Bazooka. The dog with a gun on its back. Yeah, I don't know how that works exactly, but... that's right, Metal Saga is the continuation of the Metal Max franchise, which clearly from its name is kind of a takeoff of Mad Max, a sort of post-apocalyptic kind of thing with a focus on vehicles, but it's an RPG, I believe. And I think it has some interesting mechanical designs in it, as far as I can remember. What else? That's all I got written down, but... Gibbon says that Doki Doki Payachio seems to be a favorite of Umihara's creator. Yeah, I know that Toshinobu Kondo did the character designs for both. I think he's done as many, if not more, doujin works with it, and put characters from it in Blade Strangers as well, as Gibbon says. Yeah, there's a lot of doujin art books and things that Kondo made after following the initial Umihara Kawase, that the success of those doujin works apparently is what funded further development of the Umihara Kawase franchise, so that's really cool. It's an interesting way that the series was able to continue its success thanks to fan support of those art books and newsletters and stuff, or whatever it was. Yeah, so it's really like when you take that kind of stuff into account, it really frames the whole franchise as a real passion project, which is a really nice thing. Alright, can you give me a heart? No. These ones are really dangerous. These lion head things. I want to try and move around more, I guess. But even that's not a guarantee. Ugh. It's so easy to take hits in this stage, but I want to have more health going into that mini boss. I think I'll just spam some bombs when I get there too. Hopefully once I take out its arms it'll get less dangerous. Alright, that's right, I do get a health pickup here from this guy. So just grab that, that's almost full. That's full, okay, so now we'll never get hit again except for those 3 times. Okay. Oh. Never have I more wished for a barrel roll. This is just unreasonable. Okay, bomb time. Was that really very effective? No! The reason I used the bomb was to conserve health. Now I have neither bomb nor health. Well, if I die, I die. I've got my backup game that I was going to play if I finish this quickly, or I'll also play it if I lose all my credits. Might as well get it. Oh, I missed it! Gimme. Okay. Another one? Yeah, cool. Alright. So, should I use the special bomb or the normal bomb? I have a lot of fairies. Okay, special bomb time. Go. The scream is a little unnerving. That special bomb really didn't seem to do much. Okay, normal bomb. I kind of let my guard down a little bit because it seemed like the bomb had interrupted the animations of the boss, but I don't think it did. It just continues attacking no matter what you do. Whoop! Yeah, constantly moving I think is a good key to avoiding damage. Oh no, I forgot. Yep. There's a vertical component to that attack. Ah! Stop! Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so my bomb use did manage to take out that mini-boss. And as we saw before, we continue down this corridor, except this time I'm alive. Let's try and keep it that way. Actually, I just remembered I have more notes about Umihara Kawase Bazooka right here that I wrote earlier. Yeah, I need a breath. Given says, I love that he calls that line the almost official art and manga. Yeah, actually, in my rambling before, I did manage to name all the various franchises represented in there. 6 Umihara Kawase characters, 3 Cotton characters, 3 Doki Doki Piaccio characters, a Metal Saga character, a Wrestle Angels character, Akai Ito, which is the visual novel I mentioned, Shepherd's Crossing is the Farmville thing. There's 5 new characters, and for some reason, like, a Japanese YouTuber is in there as a playable character. It's very strange. But yeah, as Given pointed out, the creator is very fond of Doki Doki Piaccio and got a character in Blade Strangers, which is another crossover game that Umihara Kawase has been a part of, but not Cotton. Oop. Because that was developed by Saizen-san and published by Nicalis without any success involvement, I think. But yeah, one of the... it wasn't DLC, it was like 3 characters were added in a free update a year after the game's launch, and one of them was one of the witch characters from Doki Doki Piaccio. She's like a very powerful sorcerer. The setup for Doki Doki Piaccio sounds a lot like Kiki's Delivery Service, because there's a witch and you're working in a bakery delivering bread and stuff. I think there's even... yeah, I think in Blade Strangers there's a reference when you play as that character. When she sees Kawase, she says, wait, are you Marine? Because there's a character called Marine in Piaccio, which shares a character designer, and facially she looks very similar to Kawase. There's a lot of fun little references like that in Blade Strangers, even if I couldn't really get on board with the gameplay because it's too much of a hardcore fighting game, and I've never been good at that kind of thing. As you will have seen if you follow these streams. Clearly I'm not good at this kind of game either, apparently. I wonder how I ever beat Lilac Wars. Familiarity, maybe. Okay. So things are getting a little bit spooky down here. Hopefully I can get another health refill before whatever climactic encounter we're approaching now. Oh, are you gonna health me up? Health me up, boy. Health me up. Come on now. Don't go behind that pillar. Oh no, the suns. They're my least favorite enemy to encounter. Those lion face things. Oh, what are these now? Those disappearing fox things. Cats, maybe? Oh, there's just so much going on. Time to bomb. Oh, is this a health one? Please. Please tell me. No! No! I missed it! Quick, quick, quick! Ah, come on. Did it drop one? I think I got it. Yeah, I think I got it without noticing. Okay, because my health is reasonably up there. That's true. Marin also has blue hair, as Skim points out. Kawase sometimes has blue hair. Especially on the cover of the manga by... I shouldn't have started saying by without... Oh, Shoma Yamabuki. That's it. Sorry. Get back to my script here. Nani ore? Okay, it's dark and I can't see very well. Over there, something's shining. What the heck? Don't ask me. Say that again. I don't know what they're saying. Okay, yeah. A lot of filler dialogue, not that important. What? Some comedy censorship there. Very good. She's basically saying, this is what I'm gonna do to you. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, no, this is really rough. Okay. I don't feel like I'm doing any damage. Oh, there's a bit of flashing on the boss model. Oh my gosh. No! Oh, that might be it, I guess. No more credits. That was really tough. I should have used a bomb or two, eh? But I had reasonable health, but it just did tons of damage. So yeah, we're not going to see the end of Rainbow Cotton here. If you want to see how the game ends, I do recommend Saboteur Svit's video. I'll probably link that in the description then. And I'll put the Japanese text dump somewhere, I suppose. Yeah, but I'm not going to be able to show the ending. Okay, I do have here scene 13 and 14 Japanese scripts for it. So I'll just enter my name, which of course is So what is going to happen after that? Here's the legendary Willow. Oh look, there's people over there. You there, didn't you take Willow from me? It's not... what did you say? Did you come to steal my Willow? This girl with the bob hairstyle, referring to Cotton. I want that Willow, blah blah blah, etc. Who is this guy? Oh yeah, Tweed. Okay, so we never met Tweed in the game, but the next scene would be the encounter with Tweed. My name is Tweed. Be the one who uniforms the world. The legendary Willow is Watari-san for you. Okay. Isn't that the Willow? Maybe it's in another tower. Hey you guys, don't ignore people. So Cotton and Silk have a conversation while he's doing a villain monologue and he gets annoyed. That's good comedy. And final scene. I guess she didn't get the legendary Willow. And you deceived me again. But the fairy maintains, I didn't know that there was no legendary Willow here. You lie, you deceived me. Thank you, Cotton, you've both done well. Thanks to you, the country of York, which I believe is the name of this thing as we saw in the subtitles just now, is saved. The legendary Willow is also safe. Where is that Willow? Where? The Queen says, here it is. You see, it's safe like this. The legendary Willow is a precious lithograph that describes the secrets of how to make various types of willow. Okay, so the legendary Willow is not a real willow. It's a recipe for making willow. Oh, I didn't know it was that. You can't eat that. In that case, I'll eat all the willow left in the city, says Cotton. In this way, the country of York is saved thanks to Cotton. Was it saved? There's that classic dichotomy of Cotton being a menace while also saving the day. Alright, so yeah, that's Rainbow Cotton. As much as I could do of it anyway, even on easy. How disappointing. I'm disappointed in myself. Oh well. So while we have a bit of time left, there is a little backup that I had planned. I did say that I was going to be playing Umihara Kawase related games, and I've just played a lot of shooters, and I've just done another one right now. So while I was learning about that, I learnt about this other shooter. Okay, and we're actually going back to the PC Engine CD, which we have spent a bit of time on recently in our streams playing other shooters. It's a real haven for shooters, really. So yeah, what is this exactly? Hold on, I'll adjust the volume. This is Ultrabox number 5. So Victor Musical Industries in 1991 and surrounding years put out 6 different releases in this series of Ultrabox like compilations. They're really interesting little things. Just pulling up my notes. So this one is number 5, and yeah, each one of them has a number of little features on it, including interactive comics, installments of an adventure game, different kinds of mini games. It's got a horoscope feature. It's got I'm not sure which one of these is. I'll just go through a few of them, I guess. It's also got like summaries of existing and upcoming PC Engine games and galleries of fan art that people have submitted. Some of them also contain some lewd content, so be warned if you're going to go looking through it. So what's this? Kusuto 4. This is like the 4th installment of, I think, an adventure game series that was released on these Ultrabox discs. Oh, okay, so cutscene time. You know what? I don't really actually care. Yeah, not if it's going to take up too much time. I just want to see a few of the features that are on here. In fact, I'll make a save state there. Club UB, what is this? All making use of the CD format to store a lot of sound and animation and stuff. I'm doing a bit of fast forward. Oh, okay, this is a dating game where you have a digitized still and they actually do talk to you. What do I do? Start. Okay, digitized and pixel art. So yeah, we're gonna have text dialogue and stuff. It's a dating game. Torora. What is this one? This is a work of fiction. I don't know. This might be another adventure game. Anyway, interactive comics. Let's see what the art style looks like. Yeah, so there was that copyright notice for Victor Musical Industries. On Moby Games, some of them are listed as having development involvement of Fun Project, who I know for having done War of the Dead on the NSX. So we've got choices of 2 different stories to read through. These are interactive comics with voices. That's interesting. Very strange. Yeah, but it's just going to go through these scenes. This is the interactive part, I guess. Yeah, never mind. GameSoft, this will be the PC Engine, yeah, game catalog thing. 91, Volume 5. Oh my gosh, so what do you want? The CD-ROM, the Who card, the Super Graphics, or the Non-section. What? Okay. Shooting. Oh, what? Maker. Well, that's a lot of makers. Oh my gosh. Any. This is a really cumbersome way. Price. And title starts with what letter? Okay, having input all those, there are none that match. This is a really weird interface that I am struggling to figure out, so never mind. Yeah, this is a really unconventional piece of software from what you expect on a game console. I'm going to turn the volume down actually a little bit. Alright, next page. Quick look at the art gallery and then we'll get into the actual minigame that we're here for. But yeah, there were 6 of these all in all. Cool. I'll tell you a bit about Victor Musical Industries. They're a subsidiary of the Japanese company JVC. Another subsidiary of theirs is Pack In Video, who I've shown a few games of before in the past, I'm sure. This company in particular is probably known for KO Flying Squadron, which is a shooter game. Okay, there's Hudson's Momotaro Densetsu. Keep that in mind. We might be seeing him again in future games on this stream channel. How do I... Okay, I can scroll down. So this is like fan art that people have submitted of other games on the system, I think. Dragon Knight Luna, that looks interesting. I am Ritole in cyan armor, it looks like. Very Dragon Ball inspired. Wizardry, very popular in Japan. Anyway, how do I go back? Okay, I think I figured it out. I've got it written down here that Victor Musical Industries also published Time Gal, which is something I do intend to stream in the future as well. Apparently they're also responsible for porting a lot of LucasArts games to Japanese home consoles. Anyway. Yeah. Wadido's here saying Litole. I don't know what that is either, so whatever. Yeah, I'm just showing off this Ultrabox compilation on the PC Engine CD. There's a lot of weird and funny little features to it. I couldn't find the horoscope section. Maybe that's in sports. I don't know. Oh, no, this is Hurdle Land. Yeah. A few of the later ones had minigames starring this same character, Doki Doki Hurdle Land. This one is. And it's a little minigame with a cute girl character. And it gets a little bit... yeah, like I said, there was some lewd content. Some of those minigames starring that girl have her wearing fewer items of clothing as you proceed. So, yeah. Nice art though, I guess. Okay, so here's what we're here for today, actually. Because I said we were going to be playing Umihara Kawase related things. Now, what do we know about Umihara Kawase? Well, it doesn't come up too often, but she is a traveling sushi chef by training. And, well, that's all there is to it, really. And this game is a shooter starring a sushi chef, and that's what this guy is. So this is Dasaiyas. Actually, on the title screen, I just want to check if there's anything after this. I skipped past it. Yeah, push run button. It just, yeah. So it's straight into it. This is a minigame. Oh. Yeah, I shouldn't waste all my negi. I've been pressing the wrong button, which throws my negi, and my negi count only is at 50. Negi, of course, is the Japanese word for onion, and I'm shooting a lot of little fried prawn things here. This game is a sort of parody of a shooter series that was out at the time called Darius. Darius was known for having its enemy roster being sort of robotic versions of fish and different sea life. And that's what this is taking off by going, okay, well, you're fighting fish again, but this time the theming is more along the lines of seafood, and your player character is a chef throwing knives. Warning with 2 N's. Huge battleship Kabuto Gani is approaching fast. So Kabuto is a traditional Japanese kind of helmet, and Gani is Kani for crab. So it's a crab wearing helmet. This is our first boss. It's a short game, it's a mini game. But yeah, actually, is this an unauthorized parody? I believe it must be. I don't actually remember who made Darius, but the Darius games are a long-running series. It might be Taito, actually. What they're most known for in their early incarnations was having a very wide view arcade screen, because they would get 3 monitors and a series of mirrors to line them up. Oh, we actually choose the next stage, so I'm going to save state there, and we're going to get a few different endings. So we'll go through the game a couple of times, I guess, and see a few different things. Ramen. Yeah, we're flying through like a mall with a lot of different shops in the background. So the name Dasaiyas is a takeoff of Darius, I guess. Dasaiyas, Darius. Yeah, they just replaced the middle syllable with sai, I think is how that works. It doesn't come off quite as easily in English, I think, but that's what they're going for, and the kind of fish theming of the enemies is part of that too. But yeah, yes. Wardito, who is in chat here. Warning, huge battleship Yarika is approaching fast. I think warning, huge battleship is also sort of iconic Darius phrase, or a variation of that. Alright, so those spear tips are going to explode, or I can make them explode earlier by hitting them. Oh, I'm getting hit a lot. My damage meter is rapidly rising. I hope I can get through this. Oh, I'm down. What does that do exactly? Game over. Okay. That's too bad. Well, we can't have that, can we? I'll just have to do better. I'll use my negi so I can fire that faster. I can actually do both at once, and there we go, it's down. And the negi also is homing. How did Konami get away with naming Gradius that, says Gibbon? I think Gradius came first. No, I don't know. Not sure. But there was a lot of, yeah, similar names in that sphere going on at the time, wasn't there? Ringo ame, sweet apples. Taco, octopus balls. Crepes. So here we're at some kind of festival or something with a lot of different food stalls in the background. Oh, you see that? Dropped some more negi. I've refilled some of my negi count, got 10 extra. It was the sort of green spring onion style, which is what negi usually refers to in Japanese. Yeah, I took a few too many hits there. To play this one really safe to see the boss, and then we can return back to that earlier state and see the alternate stages. Branching paths is another thing that Darius did that this game is borrowing from it. But yeah, I think they can get away with it for explicitly being a parody. In this case, warning, huge battleship Kuruma Ebi is approaching. So a car, prawn? Yeah, it's a prawn in a car. Yep, okay. So we can use some onions now. Looks like the onions have been chopped up finally by the time that the chef is throwing them. The chef doesn't have a name, but yeah. I thought it was a funny little connection to Umihara Kawase that we could pair up with Cotton, which is already linked to the series as well. And there we go, we've won. Wonderful. Hooray. The sound at this part is really soft. I'll turn that up. Okay. Too much? It'll be too much when we go back to gameplay anyway. So, yep, pretty simple. I've hit the run button and it's taken us back to the title screen. Sorry, some chat here. Verdito saying the crab drools. Shrimp on car and Dat Chin for the sushi chef in the final screen there. What is this called again? It is called Dasaiyas, like that. You might not get too many results from searching for that though, so it's definitely listed on minigames under Ultrabox 5 Gore. Yeah, Gore as a counter for the number of the compilation. But yeah, Ultrabox by Victor Musical Industries. Alright, so we're actually going to load state back to here when we've beaten stage 1, and we'll go to stage C and see what the boss is that awaits us. That's probably the main attraction here. Is what funny boss creature they can throw at us next. And as I now understand it, you have a consistent health bar that lasts you the entire game and you never get restored, so I'll be more careful about that. Oh, actually, maybe, what was this thing? Yeah, that refilled a bit of my health actually, so there is a way. But I had to take a few hits to get it, so it's a wash. So it's kind of a footnote to the Darius series, which in itself has many installments, but it's not made by the Darius people as I understand it. It's a parody game that's trading on the themes to make it a bit more of a silly theme. Okay, so warning, huge battleship Eureka. So we've seen this already. What's going on? Why is there a branching path if there's just similar yeah, content in each one? I don't know. With this boss I'm going to also use a lot of Maggie to get through it again. There we go. The little bomb effects have the word bomb in them, which is very cute. So I'll save here again and see if there's a difference between D, E, and F. And yeah, this seems pretty similar again, but I guess I'll do it. Oh, the classic kanji on the hillside, burning up there. I think that's outside Kyoto from memory. And the hills surrounding it. Oh, maybe not. No, I don't remember right now, actually. Where is it? It's a classic, it's a staple of Japanese iconography. You see it in Katamari, actually. Oh, you know where else you see it? The Pokemon move Fire Blast is in the shape of that kanji, I think for that reason. Okay, this is different. Unagi. Eel. Oh yeah, segmented eel, classic. I was pointing these out while playing Sylphia. How they make an elongated body shape by having a series of spheres. Though this one is a consistent length. I have Nagi, might as well use them. No, Negi, sorry. What's Nagi? I don't know. I might have made that up. This one's actually tough to hit because your shot only ever goes forwards. So you have to go around behind the boss, which when it's moving around as much as this one is tricky. Often shooter games will give you different kinds of shots that maybe are wider or homing or something. This one is very basic. I don't even know where I'm supposed to be hitting. Oops. It's okay, this is the final boss of this path, so... Whoop. I don't feel like I'm doing any damage, but that's alright. None of the bosses have had a whole lot of feedback for damage. How come onion is deadlier than knives? That's a really good question, Wadito. You'd have to ask the sushi chef. I think it's the secrets of the trade. So if you know any sushi chefs, then yeah, they might be able to tell you, but it might be secret. Maybe all the bosses are allergic to onion. Well, it certainly wouldn't be nice to rub onion into a wound, it would aggravate you, so maybe that's it. You hit him with the knife and then you go in with the onion. Follow it up. Alright, that's the same screen at the end. So the only thing remaining is to see the final boss on the F path. I don't know why B and C have the same boss, but whatever. And yeah, I said 2 weeks ago, I'm not going to play any more shooters, I'm done with them for now, and then remembered that I still had to play Rainbow Cotton. So this will bring an end to the current coverage of shooters, but there'll be other different genres of games that relate to Umihara Kawase coming up in the next few weeks. That will be a lot of fun. I've got some cool things planned there. Yeah, but in all the shoot-em-ups I have been playing, all those compile ones, they're all vertically scrolling. Rainbow Cotton was internal scrolling. This is the only horizontal one I've played, but there's other horizontal ones that I have my eye on to play at some point later in the year. Okay, so here's the prawn car again, which we've seen before, so nothing too exciting. Well, the prawn car in itself, it's quite exciting, to be honest, but we've seen it already. I'll just beat it, and that'll be the end of the stream. I'm really annoyed that even on easy I couldn't beat Rainbow Cotton. That's kind of frustrating. Ta-da! He looks happy though, says what he do. Speaking of happy, the little smile on Sushi Chef Man's face is very cute. Okay, so that's it. Let me just check if I've got any more notes to cover. This is 1991. UB information. I'll just check out if there's any other little options that I missed in here. Maybe this one didn't have a horoscope, which is odd. Present. Give me a present. Oh my gosh. Next push one button. What? This is like listing different games. Spriggan. Here we go. We found one that I've played recently. Naxat publisher. What was it? Mugen Senshi Spriggan? Yeah. CD-ROM. This might just display a random PC Engine game? I don't know. Odd. Alright, yeah, I guess that'll do for today. Thanks for joining me. This was fun. I now feel like I have a better handle on the Cotton franchise, and I've been getting to know Cotton in Umihara Kawase Fresh as well. And yeah, we saw another of the very few instances of a playable sushi chef in a game. If you know of any other games where you play as a sushi chef, let me know, because as of now I only know of this and the Umihara Kawase games. And yeah. Okay, so thanks for joining me. I had fun. I hope you did too. And I hope you have a nice time until I see you again. Keep playing fun games and sharing them with your friends. Okay, bye-bye now.